Welcome everybody, my name is Jerome. This is 93 Drive. Today we're driving a 2022 Mercedes E350 4MATIC with a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged, producing 255 horsepower and 273 pounds of torque, and it'll get this car to 0 to 60 in just 6.5 seconds, which is not pretty quick, and a quarter mile goes in around 14 seconds. So with all that being said, let's get into this E350 and see what she's like. All right, here we go. We're in the E350. Okay, one of the things I haven't touched base yet is in regards of how easy this new MB USA is like. Basically, you can go home, touchscreen, and behind each screen there's actually another navigation to navigate what you need to get done, and that goes with everything radio, media. As you can see, as soon as I come close to it, it already knows exactly where I'm going to push and touch. Simple, easy to read, gives you all the information you want. Here it gives you the engine, it gives you exactly how much torque, performance, consumption of fuel. This is actually a pretty fuel economical car, 29 combined, 24 overall. Turn that off. And then you got all different apps from Mercedes-Benz as well. So we go back here, and then the main screen up here, you can also go ahead and configure this all the way you like it. You can go ahead and change each one once you get used to it, it's easy to change this. You can have the entire map here as well and change each one to whatever choosing you have. Now you can control everything here from the steering wheel from both sides, and then if you go down here, you can, on a double touch, we can also go into different select modes, and you can just hit that, and it gives you up front, it gives you Sport Plus, individual, and so forth. So it's weird, since we're 93 driving, we're leaving it Sports Plus as always. So as you can see, it's very easy to handle. It has the same kind of toggle it does in every other Mercedes, where you have the gear lever here. So once you get used to this, it's very easy to operate as well. Like I said, the E-Class has been around since 1953, so it is the bread and butter of Mercedes-Benz, and that's one reason why we're driving this car today, to see exactly what this last generation it's like. So with all those great things said, let's continue with the show on the road. All right, here we are. We're off on the E350, and I stand corrected. It's actually 29 miles to the gallon on the highway, 24 combined, and 21 in the city. So I stand and correct myself. But yeah, I mean, for a car, this is basically, you know, like I said, the bread and butter of Mercedes-Benz, and since 1953. And the most important thing is that before, you know, back at that time, there wasn't an A-Class and there wasn't a C-Class. So just, you jump from this, then you went to an S-Class. And nowadays, yes, you have the entry cars, the A-Class, the A220, and then you obviously have your C300s and up. And in this variation, we have the 350 with that 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 255 horsepower and 273 pounds of torque. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, just not too long ago, V6 were producing that much power. So in that terms, and when it comes to 0 to 60, it's really right on lines with the engine that it's got. So, and it doesn't need to be a fast car, but what it really is just that comfortable car that you want to get into every day and drive and take it for a long trip. There's plenty of room in the trunk, there's plenty of room in the back seats, there's plenty of room in the front, and it's got all the technology you want, especially now with this one. It's a 2022 with all the new MB technology, which works flawlessly, which is one of the best systems out there in the car industry right now. So at a price point brand new of about $65,000, $67,000, depending how it's equipped, you know, it's pretty comparable with all the other cars, BMW, Audi, and so forth. And now that they've cleaned the sheet metal, it really does look really sharp. How they brought the taillights back into the lift gates, and then the wraparound with the big star in the front, it looks really, really nice. So with that said, let's take us through some of the hoops. Obviously, we're not going to take it through all of them because this is not a sports car, but let's do a standstill and see what she really feels like with this engine, and then we'll go from there. So let's get to location. All right, from the standstill, all the beans. Yeah, it doesn't feel lightning fast at all. But I do have to say that there was no really lag from that turbocharge. You know, it just picked up and went. But obviously, you know, it's a heavy car. It's a car that weighs almost 4,000 pounds, so I wasn't expecting it to be lightning quick, which it isn't. But it's got plenty enough power to be able to get around and pass people. You know, now we're just cruising at regular speeds, and if we just drop it, yeah, it gives us just enough power to be able to go around traffic. And yes, this will also still get you in trouble if you're not careful, because these cars, at the end of the day, they're meant to just drive down the Autobahn at triple digits without even blinking an eye. And it feels that way. It feels solid, it feels comfortable, and it feels well planted to the road. So, yeah, kudos to Mercedes for this E-Class. Obviously, we do have we've driven other ones. We've driven the 450, we've driven the 53, and we've driven the AMGs. And yeah, those are like crazy bonkers when you get to the E63s. But, you know, for the average individual who wants to buy a luxury car, this is a compelling package. If you spec it right, you'll get it at the right price point. And if you find one that is, you know, certified, same thing. You know, you get that warranty. And in this case, like this car, which is a 22 with only 5,000 miles, you know, it really is a compelling price. So let's take it through another hoop and let's see, and then we'll head back and we'll do our final thoughts. As you do see, I did bring my assistant with me this time, and she's been helping out with the cameras and showing us new angles of how we should shoot the videos as well. So I do appreciate that very much. So hope you guys do enjoy the video when it does come out. So let's get to the next point. All right, here we go at 93 on our favorite curvy road. We're not going to push it because it's not a sports car, but let's see how she feels like on an overall. You got a little bit of feedback coming from steering, but the brakes, you know, they're pretty numb. They're not, but they do have really good grip. It's holding pretty flat down the road. Nice GT going by. We've driven one of those before. It soaks up the bumps really well. There's a little bit of body roll, but you can carry a little more speed than I thought you would be able to. Yeah, not bad, actually. Obviously, this has the sports package, just the appearance. Maybe stiffen up the suspension, probably stiffen a little bit more than your stock luxury version of it. But yeah, it actually feels quicker than I thought it would around this twisty road. Obviously, we do have the all-wheel drive system. We are carrying a little more speed than I would think up the hill. Let's see if the all-wheel drive system helps us here. Yeah, not bad at all, actually. I think it felt pretty nimble. What do you think?
I think it felt good.
Good.
But I think you were going a little fast, so it kind of made me go to the side a little bit. But that's usually normal.
Okay. But it did feel solid and planted. Not bad for a luxury four-door. Okay, here we go with our final thoughts with this 2022 E350 4MATIC. And we're driving back here in a nice neighborhood road, and this is exactly where this car is perfectly suited, either to going on the highway, cruising, or just cruising around here in your neighborhood after picking up your kids, going to the grocery store, and all the errands you have to run. It's just perfectly suited for this. Even in Sports Plus, the suspension is nice and soft, so it doesn't beat you up, but it's not soft to the point where it feels like you're in your cushion or your recliner. It's just really spot on. Quiet. As you can hear, there's no sound coming from the outside. And like I mentioned earlier, yeah, this is perfect for just taking on a road trip or taking it for the weekend. And obviously this one's pretty well suited, and I have to go back with the navigation system and MB. The system here works flawlessly. So with all that being said, and the materials are also really, really good. What do you think about the space in the back overall?
It's good. The seats are very comfortable. If like I had to go on a long car trip, I would probably want to, if I had like a million cars or something, I would probably want to take this one because it's very detailed and it's very comfortable.
Good, yeah, I think so too. I think there's really a lot of details in here. The wood really does pop out, and it does have the Burmester sound system, which is fantastic. Obviously, we can't play music due to copyright, but yeah, overall, it does feel really good. And you know, I'm sure that once you get into the other variants of it that we've driven before, yeah, this is just the perfect combination that you really need overall. Like I mentioned, to take it wherever you have to take it. So those are my thoughts, and thank you so much. Let me know what you think of this video. Comment, do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, thumbs up, share, all those great things, and do follow my friend JT over at jt.benz on Instagram, where he posts some really cool videos of other cars around the world and here in the US as well. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.